Now it is December and Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Heavy Repping. My name is John Tron Davidson and I'm here once again in our super best fancy click test location in the southwest of England. I want to talk about a huge thing that is happening at Heavy Repping in the next few months. The Guild Shop is 3 years old in March, and for some time myself and Mika, my web developer for We Are Heavy Repping, have been wanting to update the shop and make it as good as we can for everyone involved, all the makers and all of you. However, trying to do that around life as a whole has been very difficult, and it's not exactly a small task, but we have figured out a way of doing that, and we have figured out a way of making the shop even better, even more exciting to use, and even more useful for all the makers. The upside of this is that we are testing the new type of shop with some new recruits, which I'll come on to in a moment, and once we've had a chance for them to poke at a few things and work bugs out and everything, the shop will be updating in March. Now we're choosing to do that because that is the anniversary of the shop, but also it gives us plenty of time to sort everything out, and I'm genuinely excited to share that with you. I've really been looking forward to this for a long time. We're finally in a position to do it, and that means it's wonderful news for everyone in the Pick community, including the new people that are coming on board. So speaking about those new people, I mentioned in previous videos that we've got Leaf and Bluebird joining us, but also we have Requiem joining us from the US. Now these guys have been making picks from resin. They're brand new players to the game. Wonderful looking picks in the classic styles. Lovely finishing, and very focused on delivering you the best picks they possibly can. Next up, and coming from UK territory, is Eggy's. Now Eggy's are primarily 3D printing their picks. That means that they've got a whole bunch of different fascias and designs to share with you, and they'll be coming in nice and hard, lovely classic shapes, loads of panache to them. I've got a lot of time for this and I'm thrilled to have them in. I'm over the moon that they want to be part of the guild, so please do welcome them in the manner accepted amongst pick enthusiasts. In addition to this, Valley are finally getting a chance to come on board and join the guild. Now Valley have had some things going on over the last year and they weren't in a position to join us, but now they are. Very pleased about that. I was singing the praises of their whole range back along last year, and they specialise in natural materials, in horn and in bone and so on. They've got some lovely shapes, big holes in them, asymmetric shapes, classic shapes, all sorts of stuff. They do key rings and a whole bunch of other things, but most importantly they are joining the guild. They are coming all the way over from France for that and are very excited themselves to be part of the guild shop, so I hope you will also welcome them with open arms. So for people who are currently in the shop, Mean Tone are back. They are making from Galilith, resin, casein, all sorts of things. Absolutely beautiful picks all the way from Belgium, made by the wonderful Michelle, who helped me so kindly at the International Guitar Show last year. And I really cannot stress enough, if you don't have Mean Tones in your collection and you're watching this video, it's something you need to rectify immediately. Somebody else that is absolutely compulsory ownership for anyone who's into picks is Northern Ghost. Now James has been working very hard on some brand new designs. Those are now in the shop. The home plate, the jack-o'-lantern, which is his version of the old Dandria 347, the wide body one. Absolutely wonderful plectrum. People have been singing its praises on our Trustpilot, which if you have purchased from the shop and you've had a good experience, please do feel free to leave us a review. You can get to that by the guild shop, which is at the link in the description. His pick boxes are back in, the little resin coffins, looking absolutely wonderful, and if you don't have any of those, that's wrong. So there. I'll also be putting in orders for all the new Rombo material, which will be coming in due course, and all of the wonderful new models from VPix, which I'm very excited to be having in the shop. They are wonderful looking picks. Vinny's really upped his game in the last year or so and making some fabulous looking models, which I can't wait to share with you, along with all the old classics like the medium pointed and so on. In addition to this, the new Acoustik Attak range will be joining us, which I'm very excited about. Very cool, great for all your shredding. super cool picks, and I'm very excited to have those in the shop again. Coming on to the YouTubes now, the Suit Sprite video is up. I rest my case, brand new episode of that. It's been really, I was going to say it's really fun to edit, but it just took ages. However, that is now done and it's up, and you can have a wee look at that. There is a pick ASMR video that will be going up just before this one, and also there is a new episode of The Science in the works, which is all about rich light, a material of which I'm extremely fond. That's something I've been wanting to get back to for a long time, and now I've got the time and the wherewithal to do that. So I'll be doing other ones on casein and galolith, and on carbon fibre, and on steel, and all sorts of things in due course. Now, as a final little thing, as I promised, I've been working on my own model, the Deacon, and that will be available at the shop relaunch in March. At the moment, I've been working with Corian, micarta, rich light, acrylic, kerinite. I've got my hands on some G10, which is super tough, but I need to go and cut that elsewhere because it's got fiberglass in it, and that means I can't cut it in my tiny little office space. But that looks extremely cool. Really looking forward to sharing that with you. I'd also like to say a big thanks to both Steve at Raven Music for hooking me up with tons of Corian, and also to Nads at Arcanum for letting me use his bandsaw, because I don't have one at the moment. But that stuff is super nice. I'll be making a whole load of pics from that, and I'm really looking forward to sharing these with you because I worked very hard to get them as good as I can. I'm currently sending out some test models to friends of mine within the scene to see how I can improve them even further before we get to the deadline in March, and hopefully I will have my second model ready as well. My whole approach to this has been to try and make a couple of things really well, instead of trying to make a whole bunch of different models, because I'm under no illusions that this is my first time in the chair, as they say, and I really want to get this right for you. I've also got to put my money where my mouth is, being in my position as a collector, and make sure that I'm offering something genuinely different, genuinely exciting from what my contemporaries are doing, and from what my peers are doing, and I'm honoured to be counted amongst them in any capacity. So really looking forward to sharing that with you, and I hope you like it as much as I do. In the meantime, my name's John Tron Davidson, this is Heavy Repping, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Just remember, if you are not sure what to do in life, rep hard, rep heavy, and I'll see you soon.